What's up, you guys? My name is K Swan with Road Rash Off-Road, and in this episode, we're getting naked. Oh, you guys, you weren't supposed to zoom out. This was business casual, waist up, people. What's up, you guys? I'm so excited about this video today. This is a video that a lot of my friends, a lot of my Jeep group members have been asking for years. How I did my custom hardtop Jeep hoist in my garage for right around $100. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how I did it, the tools I used to do it, and why I chose to do it this way. Stick with me. Let's go. So first I'm going to take you on a little tour around my garage, and it's not that exciting. In fact, it's going to be quite the opposite, but it plays into why I chose to do this and why I did my build exactly this way. So I'm going to open up the garage door just so I can step out for a second and give you guys a little bit different look. We live in a little condo. Garage is really small, which means we have to kind of shift some things and make use of some really creative space, especially if your wife is like mine, is a woodworker. So she loves her garage. She likes to be able to create wood projects. So that means the footprint of my part of the garage is this little bitty space right here. I have to make the best use of the space that I can for my little Jeep projects. So there's a couple key points that I needed to meet. One, it had to be easily out of the way so that when you're working in the garage, the Jeep is pulled out, my wife is doing woodworking, she can easily work in here and not have to be dodging it or moving it. Two, I travel a bit for work. When I am traveling, I wanted to have an option for my wife to be able to take the top off the Jeep. My wife is about 100 pounds, so for her to do like a manual hoist, it's just not an option. It needed to be something very simple that she could just click a button and get this thing stored away so that she could ride the Jeep naked also. Third, it needed to be cost effective. Now, when you start looking online for a lot of the electric hoists, these things could run upwards of $1,400, $1,500 to build a custom hoist in your garage. So that wasn't an option for me. So I needed to figure out a way that I could easily build one myself that met all of the criteria that I just notated. This is what I came up with. So let's talk about some of the things that you're going to need for this. Obviously, you're going to need a hoist. You can find these on Amazon for right around $99. I found mine on a social media marketplace online that was used. I got it for around $60. Alternatively, you could use an ATV winch. The Jeep top weighs about 150 pounds. The hoist that I have is rated for about 440 pounds. Additionally, you're going to need some steel wire cable, 4 D-clamps, the wire hooks, the wire clamps, 2 recovery straps, and then also 8 pulleys. So I'm up here in my attic space. Kind of fortunate that I have a lot of empty space up here in the attic that I could do something really kind of custom like this. Let me just walk you through the layout. To put in perspective, this direction here is the front of my garage, where the garage door is. The main beam is here. My hoist that I bought is here, and it's screwed into the beam. All the lines you can see point to the back of the garage, the back of the Jeep. Let's go over here and take a look at it. I'll show you. I've got the hoist. It is screwed into the main beam. You can see all 4 lines coming into the main hook. Those 4 lines, if you follow them, go all the way to this back corner. So those 4 lines go to these 4 pulleys. These 4 pulleys then distribute the lines to the 4 corners of the Jeep. So if we follow those back this way, the first line goes here. There's another pulley here. That line goes through the pulley and then down into the hole. Second line, we've got another line over here. This one goes to the next back corner here and goes down into that hole. That's the 2 back pieces of the top. The third line here comes over top of that one, under my water lines, and then I actually had to cut into the little plywood, but that goes pulley into that. And then the 4th line is probably the shortest one, comes from here through that pulley, through this way, and then down this side there. The actual winch here is where I cut the hole for the controller to go down into the ceiling. We're gonna start by pulling the Jeep out. We're gonna back it in, and then I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to remove this top. Now, it's probably gonna take us about 4 minutes to do this. It's so simple. Even my daughter, who's 13 years old, does this for me. So I'm gonna show you, let's get the Jeep out. So on the driver's side door, I've got the winch. It's mounted into the ceiling and it's screwed into the main beam that goes across. So hanging down from the hole here is actually the control for the winch. As you're backing the Jeep up, how you can really kind of tell that it's in line is you've got the green straps that are hanging down, and I can really just back the Jeep up. And as you start to let this down, you see the hooks come down. Now you want the hooks to stop right here at the corner of the hardtop. If it stops right there, you know you're in the right place. So the next part is pretty simple. It's just like removing any other hardtop. I'm gonna take this cotton cover and I'm gonna put it on top, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Freedom tops off and we're gonna place them on top of the hardtop. So that's where we're gonna store all of it. So now that we have the Freedom tops up there, the next step is just like taking off any other hardtop. We got to get our hardtop removal tool, and we've got to undo screws here and then 6 back here. Let's take those off. Now you got all the screws off. Hold on to these. Do not lose them. You're gonna store them in the back of the Jeep. But all the hard work is done. This is the easy part now. So all you're gonna do is take the strap. You gotta run it on the inside of the hydraulic pole, nearest to this corner, right here. And you're just gonna take this strap and you're gonna run it outside of the roll cage, next to the window, all the way up to the front door. Next to the window. Then you're going to pull your strap through and you're going to clip it onto the D-ring. That's it. Now we do the other side and we lift. And that's it. We're ready to push the button and lift it off. Now what I like to do is I like to go very slow at the first, so I can analyze and make sure that I didn't forget something, like forget a screw or forget to disconnect the wires. I've done that before. But I go really slow until the tension starts to go up. And then as soon as I see the top lift up, I can take it all the way up. Make sure nothing is holding on, and then go up. Time to go. So if you like being able to do DIY projects to your Jeep at a very inexpensive or even custom way, like and subscribe to this channel, because that's what we do here at Road Rash Off-Road. So I want to thank you guys for being a part of episode 1 of our Get Naked series. Come back for episode 2, where we're going to talk about soft tops in particular. I've got a Best Top NX that's hanging here on the back of the wall, kind of a conversion piece, soft top, fast back. I love it. So we're going to be installing that, but we're also going to talk about all soft tops that I have. The mesh soft top by Spiderweb. I also have the bikini top. I keep rolled up and I stuff it underneath my seat whenever I'm just cruising around without the top on. And then episode 3, we're going to talk about the final step in our Get Naked series, which is doors. Where do you store doors? Especially in a garage that's this small. I have 2 options for you for storing doors. One is the one that you install on the wall. 2, a custom door holder. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of each aspect of the door holders. Now the custom door holder might be for you if you're in a smaller garage like this. Subscribe to the channel. Don't miss episode 2 and episode 3. You guys, as a disclaimer, I'm not naked, so don't cancel my video, okay? European bathing suits, come on.